Welcome to the Seller Roundtable e-commerce coaching and business strategies with Andy Arnott and Amy Wees.
So you sort of touched on this a little bit, but if you could go maybe a little more into this, like say somebody's fairly new on Amazon, and maybe they're launching their first product, maybe their second product. They're fairly new, but they've yet to gain traction, and they're really trying hard to gain traction. What kind of press release should they do, and how often should they do it?
Okay, so there's so many people that do it wrong, and what happens is price. So they go out there and they find a cheap or free press release service, and it's like junk links. You get nothing. A matter of fact, it'll probably hurt your listing than beef it up. So don't be afraid to pay money, and remember that this is a very inexpensive way to get national exposure. So just to keep that in mind, $100 if the cost, you're going to be looking at around $100 up to some places are $300-400 depending on what what you want. And then if there's a video, it could be anywhere from $300 to could be $1,000. But anyways, they're all in between. You can go and check those out. One of the things that you want to do is you first want to take a look at the distribution report, and you want to make sure that there's quality distribution. So if you've got a company that's $100 to $200, let's say, you're probably going to see a pretty good distribution report. Then the next step is, how can they get more exposure? So the first video or the first press release that I'll do, I'm going to try to get the most exposure possible. Typically, a press release company will give you their standard. Okay, that's 500 websites, and it could reach 100 million people. Well, if you go and you get, like with us, and different companies have different premium packages, but with us it's Yahoo Finance, which will reach another 1,400 people sites, Reuters, which will reach another 30 million people, and then we could add the journalist side, which is Harrow's, which is 55,000 journalists. So all of those add up. You could spend, depending on the company, anywhere from $125 to $300 for those three services. But it gives you exposure, and you only do it once. So you hit it hard once, pre-launch. Then my recommendation, depending on the search volume, so mid-search volume, Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days to publish, but you do multiple press releases. The one can be about the launch. You don't want to repeat it. You don't want to, oh, we got a launch. Oh, Amazon has a launch. Oh, so-and-so brand has a launch. Don't repeat yourself. There's a lot of different things that you could do to come up with, and typically it's features, benefits, research, white papers, and just look at what the bloggers are writing about. Look at what's trending. So you can take that information and use that for those press releases. So it's important that you do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday to get a little bit more juice. And that tied in with the rebates is what I would do. If you're looking just to have some authority before the launch, I would still do that boosted press release. And at least when somebody's looking for you, within 24 hours, they're going to be able to see you pretty much anywhere if they type in certain keywords. Like I did the Bully Sticks one, and I got Bully Sticks launched, beef tendons launched. There was 179 phrases on page 1, 131 number 1 positions. Now, a lot of them were just long tail keywords, but there was a lot that were really great. And now, depending on the competitions, we got knocked down really quickly. But that's why I do 20 press releases in a month to knock out my competitors.
Yeah, that's what's interesting there is what a lot of people don't realize, and this is true for PPC or for SEO or for anything, is a lot of times, even though a lot of these long tail words might not have the volume, they have much stronger intent. So if somebody's searching for a water bottle, they're not really privy to anything specific, any specific feature. There's a little bit of intent there, but it's not really specific. If they search spill-proof dual insulated water bottle and your water bottle shows up, they're much more likely to go ahead and purchase that product. So the conversion rates on those long tail keywords are going to be a lot higher, even though the volume might be lower. So that's what a lot of people don't realize. If you rank for 50 long tail keywords, and in comparison to maybe 3 of the main keywords, you still might come out ahead in the long term when it comes to sales and conversion, because nobody else is really targeting those long tail keywords, and the intent to buy there is a lot higher.
Yeah, and here's a little piece of information that's a real bonus when you do this. So that knife company today, I saw their weekly report today, without going out and doing any super URLs for Echo. We've got 53 Amazon Choice Awards, all press release related. That's the only way that we can figure out how we got everything, how we got 53 Choice Awards.
Yeah, that's pretty epic. Yeah, it's the offsite traffic. I mean, no matter where it's coming from, that's really, it seems like in 2019, that's kind of the secret sauce that a lot of sellers are not utilizing. So yeah, hopefully people start taking notice on some of these alternative ways to market and get the word out. I think that, if you start utilizing things that other sellers aren't using, by the time they hear about it working, you're going to be that much better off, and you'll be on to the next, tactic that's going to really, really help you. Normally the best way to do it is to stack those tactics. It seems like when you stack, that's when you're really going to get the best results.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for live Q&A and bonus content after the recording at SellerRoundtable.com. Sponsored by the ultimate software tool for Amazon sales and growth, SellerSEO.com and AmazingAtHome.com.